Greetings, family. Peace and love to you and yours. This is Guru, and thanks for visiting my channel. Well, this vlog is about nationally syndicated radio talk show host Mark Levin, who says some pretty outlandish things. And this particular subject is about he's saying that there's no systemic racism or sexism in America. So I'm going to let you hear it from his words, not mine.
For America, one of these leading left-wing crackpot groups called for a progressive political revolution. That's why I started the program explaining the forces that are in play, that they're very aggressive in the executive branch, that they do not want to surrender the bureaucracy. And now that the bureaucracy is under the control of the bureaucracy, the Republicans and Trump, they need to do something about it. A progressive political revolution, quote unquote, to stymie what is described as Trump's racist and sexist agenda. So let's be absolutely clear. Democracy for America will do everything in our power to obstruct, delay, and halt the attacks on people of color, women, and working families that will emerge from a Trump administration. Let me ask you a question, Mr. Producer. I have olive skin. Am I a person of color or am I Caucasian? I'd like to think I'm a person of color. I mean, I have olive skin. I mean, what does that mean, exactly? A person of no color? Well, I don't think they're people of no color. Notice how pervasive the racism is on the left. From the White House to all these other houses. Just blatant, open racism. The hatred is dripping. In a country that is more beneficent, freer than any other country on the face of the earth, still. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it and I mean it. There is no systemic racism in this country. Oh, what did he say? You're damn right I said it, because it's true.
Bullshit.
There is no, let me say it again. There is no systemic racism in America.
Bullshit.
Period. I'm not even a failed football player, and I get that.
Fail.
No, there isn't.
Yes.
You just don't understand. Oh, no, I understand everything. There is no systemic racism in America. There is no systemic sexism in America. What?
Bullshit.
That's correct. Do you live where I live? No. I live in my own house. But there's still no sexism in America. Systemic
Bullshit.
sexism. If there's systemic sexism, then there is a system in place that promotes sexism. There's a system in place. It's systemic, right? That promotes racism. Where is this system? Where's the office? Who's in charge of it? Where's the CEO? It's all BS.
Now, mind you, this is the same Mark Levin who back on August 30th of 2016 said about Colin Kaepernick to stay seated, you're an insignificant fly. So this guy, he's a crackpot himself. But let's go to this story. So first of all, I'm gonna say this. Normally, I try to leave all the ads out of my videos like this, but I do like this company, East Bay. I've purchased some things from them, so I'm gonna leave it in this one. Anyways, this part I wanted to cover where he says, "Let me ask you a question, Mr. Producer. I have olive skin. Am I a person of color or am I a Caucasian? I'd like to think I'm a person of color. I mean, I have olive skin. I mean, what does it mean? What does that mean exactly? A person of no color?" And then he ends off by saying, quote, "Well, I don't think there are people of no color." Well, let me just say this. We're not going to be calling people by colors like olive and black and things of that, red and yellow, because we don't refer to people as such. So he's trying to divert the conversation from our norm of how we refer to people, right? People should be referred to as the nationality of where they come from, right? And so, at least that's in my opinion. So, black people, of course, we much prefer African American. Most of us, we prefer the term African American. It relates us to the continent of where we originated from, where black people originated from. It gives us a history, a lineage, a heritage that we can be proud of. White people, just to say that I'm olive skin, I'm a person of color, well, you're really not. Your skin is devoid of color. It is lacking pigmentation. It is a recessive color, if you will. So it's colorless, if you will. It's I right now I'm just it's late. Well, it's really early in the morning where I'm at, so I'm not thinking totally clear. So just bear with me. But nonetheless, I'm just trying to answer some of these things. I just find it funny how this guy is trying to word and trying to carry this conversation in the manner of how he's in the context of the way he's put it. I think it's he's deflecting, and that's what they do best. But no, he is a Caucasian. Yes, you are a Caucasian, and you're not a person of color. If you had color, you wouldn't have to go out and tan in the sun to get that color. You are devoid of color or devoid of pigmentation. You have a lack of it. You are colorless. So, if you want to use a word that maybe you can identify with, I'll just call you what you've called other people. You're a minority on planet Earth. Get used to it. Then this crackpot Mark Levin goes into talking about the pervasive racism is on the left. Racism is everywhere. Are you kidding? You are trying to point a finger somewhere? Dude, you can't get away with that. No, it comes from all of your sides. White folks, Mark Levin, you're not going to try to twist this around and make people think something that's false. No. If you have a large audience, I feel sorry for them. They must be stupid as shit to try to listen to this kind of garbage. And then you say there's no systemic racism in this country. You got to be out of your mind. You're trying to turn the narrative around, aren't you? People can see what time it is. Are you stupid? You've got to be the dumbest man on earth to say these things. And yeah, you're being exposed. Because that's what we're going to do. And so every time you come out saying something stupid and retarded, and we catch it, we're going to expose your dumb ass. Hopefully you lose some of your audience. Because you really don't deserve it. The people deserve better. And for you to be dumbing down people, that's not acceptable. We're not going for it any further. So, let's see what else we need to cover here. There's no systemic racism and no systemic sexism. Yeah, right. I guess that's why Donald J. Trump gets away with saying he gets to grab the pussy with no problem. But let a black man say that and we're in jail and prison because of your hypocrisy and your lies and your hatred, your racism, that you say that there's none here. You freaking liar, Mark Levin. You're a liar and your followers are sheeple. Sheeple. Can you say that? Sheeple. Hopefully you get some of those they herd off from your little ranch. Your little racist ranch. Your syndicated radio talk show that they gave you an audience to vomit this vitriol from. It's crap. It's boo-boo, poo-poo. Okay, moving on. And then here's where he tries to put the icing on the cake. If there's systemic sexism, then there's a system in place that promotes sexism. There's a system in place. It's systemic, right? that promotes racism. Where is this system? Where's the office? Who's in charge of it? Where's the CEO? It's all bullshit. No, what's bullshit is your radio talk show that you were able to spew this freaking garbage from. And I hate to say it, but black folks, be prepared, because we're going to be hearing more and more and more of this kind of garbage coming from white supremacy, from white supremacists. We're going to be hearing a lot more of this coming from their talk shows, talking about racism is on the left. No, it's on the left, it's on the right, it's up, it's down, it's all coming from white America. So is that the left? Is that what you're calling the left? White America? Well, then you're right. Racism is coming from the left. If that's what you're calling, if that's what you want to refer to it as, I guess the left is all white folks. Then Mark Levin, I guess you're right. It does come from the left. So family, with that said, I'm going to end this off here. If you have a comment you'd like to leave, please do so. If you like this video, please like, share it. And if you haven't already, subscribe. This is Guru. Thanks for watching. Peace and love to you and yours.